my point is, when you change, when you attend Dharma, you do Dharma work, you write, you teach, you write, you teach, you clean, you set up offerings, you attend to your Lama, or you print books. Whatever Dharma work you do is wonderful. But it has to lead to fundamental change. And what's that fundamental change? You attack your fears and you expose it. Stop attacking other people and stop protecting your fears. You've got to stop protecting your fears. Why do you got to stop protecting your fears? It's not helping you. And the reason you attack other people is because you want to be happy. Actually, when we criticize and scold and yell at people, we actually want to be happy because we're sending a message. Don't say that about me. Don't hit that deep point about me. But you see, we're attacking the wrong people. We're attacking the wrong people all the time. That's why it's better to be kind. It's better to be forgiving. And if we work for our Lama, it's very important to have a fundamental change. Don't offer service and money and all these things in exchange for attainments. That's not what your Lama is looking for. Don't make a delicious sandwich for your Lama, but you yourself is still selfish. Don't. Make a sandwich and offer your selfishness up. How do you offer it up? How do you offer selfishness to your Lama? By transforming your mind, a fundamental change. That's why we do all these classes. I am giving you knowledge on what you can do to improve everything in your life and everything around you. And I promise you, everything in your life and everything around you will improve if you do what I have shared with you. Because I didn't make any of this up. I never make up teachings. Do you know why? I'm all over the internet. I'm all over the world. I don't want to misrepresent my guru, my abbot, my lamas. I wouldn't want to misrepresent His Holiness ever. No. But I'm not worried about misrepresentation. I don't want to hurt your spiritual minds. If I make you practice things that damage you, you're damaged for life. I can't do that. Never. I will never do that. Never. I don't get anything out of it. It'd be nicer if I tell you nice things and real practice. Then at least I get an ang pao what. Right? If I tell you lies and crap and things that are not true, you're not going to give me an ang pao, some more you throw the oranges at me. Yeah. So why would I want that? I want money. I want praise. I want nice thrones. I want nice food. I want respect. I want love. I want you to call me His Holiness, His Eminence, His Magnificence. So how am I going to do that? By being nice and teaching you the Dharma and teaching you the Dharma that's real. Because some of you in this room look pretty stupid. You're kind of like, pretty stupid. But you know what? You won't remain stupid. Because you will learn and learn and learn. You see, in Malaysia, they don't encourage stupidity. That's why everybody here is educated, upmarket, and exposed. They don't encourage stupidity. And you go to Tibet, that's a different story. They don't encourage, but nothing encourages toward education either. You'll see in this video what they look like. I'm not proud. I'm not proud. It's just a fact. So some of you look pretty stupid, but you won't remain stupid. Look, when I entered the monastery, I looked really stupid. To some of them now, I still look stupid, but never mind. When I went in on a taxi. When I went out, I flew on a throne. So da-da-da, oops. That's right. So therefore, page 69, 1, 2, 3 paragraph down. We are certainly familiar with the fact that we tend to think and feel certain things over and over again. This is a common run of human thought and feelings. Then within the range of normal human thinking, feelings, and sensing, we also tend to have personal habits accumulated from our experiences of growing up. Those thoughts and feelings are often not about what's happening now, but more like layered reflections of previous experiences. One of the characteristics of being awake is the willingness and capacity to notice and respond to what's happening in the present than rather to rerun the past compulsively. So what does that mean? It's very beautiful. Why is that beautiful? You know, when someone says something to us and we react back negatively, sometimes it's not even about that person who talked to us. Sometimes it's about someone way in the past that we experienced talked to us like that, and we were hurt and we reacted back to them. So every time we have someone similar, to them talking to us like that, we react back again. And after a while, we even forget why we react back like that. We just do. We just do. We just do. Do you know why? Because it's an experience that we have. So when what Buddha is trying to say, and what this person here, Julie, is trying to say is, the way we're acting with people and the way we think and the way we function is totally a projection, because we are constantly reliving our experiences with a new person. And that's why we need a fundamental change. When we have a fundamental change, then all the outer manifestations of that change will happen. It's very clear. So therefore, again and again, even in therapy, in Western therapy, when they go for therapy, they eventually go down to the pain. The little girl was touched. The little boy was molested. They were a middle child. They suffered a war. Their mother was killed, or they saw someone being killed, and that trauma is in them. And every time they come across a situation similar, they relive it again. And how they react with the person, they're reliving that experience. That's exactly what Buddha says. That's why Buddhism is excellent for psychotherapy. Excellent. Why? That's what we're doing all day long. We're reliving an experience that we experienced many years ago and many lifetimes ago. So it's been many lifetimes we have anger and harsh speech and selfish mind for many lifetimes. And so to break through this habituation, we need to realize that A, we can break through it. B, it is reliving the experience. And that we're not living in the moment. When you live in the moment, what does that mean? It doesn't mean enjoy everything around you, forget everything. No. Living in the moment in Buddhism means what? It means not projecting anything around you from a previous experience. Living in the moment means not projecting to anything around you, people, things, situations, from a previous experience. And that's how you live in the moment. It's not the Western kind of have fun, hey, live the moment. It's not that. That's samsara, live the moment. That live the moment creates more unhappy moments. Living the moment right now is what? Is when you train yourself to live the moment again and again and again. Do you know what happens? You stop projecting onto others your previous experiences. Your previous experiences stop getting projected onto others. So if we have harsh speech, maybe when we're little, we had to have harsh speech because we had to be heard by our family. Maybe we're a middle child. Maybe we're in a family that people didn't like us, and we had to make ourselves heard. So we got used to that. But we have to understand, it's not like that now. It's not like that now anymore. Since it's not like that now anymore, if we use the same method, it ain't going to work. Maybe previously when we spoke like that, we got heard. But now if we speak like that, nobody wants to hear you anymore. So when we live the moment, or we experience the moment, it means to experience people and things and everything around you for what they are and how it is right now, not what you experienced before. Example, if a boy was rejected by a girl many times, he will be very nervous to go to a new girl. But not every girl in the world is like that. Not every girl. Not every girl is like, have the same reasons. So maybe if you keep trying, you will meet the right girl. I mean, just a very simple example. But the guy will have this fear. Why will he have this fear? Because he had that experience before. So every time he sees a new girl, he's nervous, he's shaking, he's sweating. I mean, they romanticize it on a book, they write it in the movies, it's so fun, it's so cute. Actually, it's not cute. It's not cute at all, because how we feel nervous about approaching a new girl is the same of how we experience everything in our life. So if someone says something to us that's not nice, we shout back, we fight back, we tell them off. We don't care who's around or where we are or what it is, we tell them off. Why? Because it worked before. We think. So we're not living in the moment. Why are we not living in the moment? We live from projections, and we project. And that gets heavier and deeper. And that's the scary part. That is what makes us create unhappiness with ourselves and everybody around us, is projections. Think. 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 Don't leave today's session without thinking about this point. Please don't. Please don't leave today's session. So many people have put this together. So much effort was here to teach. So much was expended to make this all happen. So much work. Make that work have results. And what's the result? Leave today, at the end of our session, knowing that our emotional problems and difficulties with everybody around us is not from God. It's not from people. It's from ourselves, because we keep equating a new situation with an old one. Maybe when we were younger and we went to school, we weren't very good, and the teacher scolded us. Well, so we close up, we can't learn. And then we make this mental block and we say, we can't learn, I can't improve, I can't learn, I can't improve. So then we grow up. So when a new teacher comes and teaches us things, we don't learn. We don't want to learn. Why? Because the old teacher in school, with a new teacher, we have the experience, we say, it's going to be like that, what? And we close off. And why does that become worse when we get older? Because what we close off will become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Why? Each time someone teaches us, no, strong, no, stronger, no, stronger, no, stronger, no, stronger. Later cannot break already. That's why your gurus challenge you and push you and tell you off and give you work and give you assignments and do in such a way to transform your mind to break that powerful habituation. That habituation is projections. What is a projection? It's something that happened before that we're afraid will happen again. And even if what happens before happens again, you know how we can stop it? By challenging it. If we challenge it, we might have another 20 girls reject us. We might have another 20 teachers reject us. But the 21st girl or the 21st teacher might not. And then we'll move on. And that is why we need the paramita of not giving up and perseverance and endurance. Because when we give up on ourselves. We give up on ourselves. And we don't deserve that. We all love ourselves. Love ourselves the correct way. It's very clear what the Buddha says. And what the Buddha says, these great practitioners are saying. Great practitioners. Why are they great? Because they can say this. And they can realize this. Living in the moment, let me reiterate for that chapter. Living in the moment. Each chapter I took something out. Living in the moment means not taking a past experience, blowing out of proportion into the current experience. And you will see a lot of things change. A lot.